So what happens when you point some of the most advanced AI we have today at a 2,000-year-old mystery? Well, you get a story that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, a tale of impossible technology, and an ancient computer reborn.
Okay, I want you to forget about silicon chips and supercomputers for just a second. Now imagine this. Could a device made entirely of bronze 2 millennia ago actually predict the future? Or, to be more precise, could it map out the heavens? That's the absolutely incredible question we're diving into.
So how is any of this even possible? Well, to get our heads around it, we've got to meet the star of the show. It's an artifact so far ahead of its time, it's just been called an ancient anomaly. All right, its name is the Antikythera Mechanism. It was discovered over a century ago in a Roman-era shipwreck, and it's this impossibly complex collection of bronze gears from ancient Greece. And let me be super clear about this. Nothing this sophisticated should have existed back then. Period. And this thing wasn't just some, fancy clockwork toy. No way. Based on its mind-boggling complexity, scientists have come to a stunning conclusion. Get this, they consider it the world's very first analog computer, a mechanical device built for one purpose, to calculate and display the movements of the entire cosmos. Okay, so this thing is clearly a work of genius, right? But here's the catch. For more than a century, this device has remained a completely unsolved mystery, a true puzzle in bronze. And the reason why is actually pretty simple. It was found in pieces. A lot of pieces. Think about it like this. Imagine finding a smashed laptop today. You'd have the hardware, sure, but the programming, the software, the logic that makes it all work would be gone. That's the exact situation here. The mechanism was found in 82 corroded, fragmented pieces. Its celestial logic was just lost to time. So you can see the massive challenge researchers were up against. On one hand, you've got these fragmented, corroded gears with huge chunks missing. And on the other hand, the goal is a complete working model with all of its logic restored and its predictive power actually proven. That's a huge gap to cross.
Right, so how on earth do you solve an impossible ancient puzzle? Well, you turn to a modern ghost in the machine. And this is where the story gets really interesting and takes a sharp turn into the 21st century. We're talking about a whole new field called computational archaeology. It's exactly what it sounds like, scientists using serious computing power, including AI, to solve the mysteries of the past.
Yeah, the tool they used for this digital excavation, it wasn't your typical archaeologist's brushes and picks. It was something way more powerful, neural networks. This is a super sophisticated form of AI that can learn and spot patterns in incredibly complex data, which, is perfect for a puzzle like this one. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how exactly does an AI take a pile of broken bronze and somehow bring its ancient logic back to life? Well, the process was absolutely ingenious. First, the researchers fed every last scrap of digital data they had from those original fragments straight into the AI. Then, the neural network started to speculate, simulating countless, and I mean countless, possible ways the missing gears could have fit and worked together. And then came the really brilliant part. They synced the AI's digital model with what we know about the stars from that time. They basically told the computer, whatever you come up with, it has to match the sky the ancient Greeks actually saw. The scientists behind this put it perfectly. They called it bridging the gap between Hellenistic craftsmanship and computational archaeology. It's just this perfect marriage of ancient Greek genius and cutting-edge artificial intelligence. All right, so after all that work, all that tech, the big question is, did it actually work? Did the team really manage to use an AI to predict a lost sky? And the answer is a resounding yes. It works. After more than 100 years of being a mystery, the reanimated mechanism actually finally works. I mean, just think about that. You start with dozens of broken pieces, almost endless possibilities, and the neural network comes up with one single, cohesive, working digital model. Just one elegant solution to this ancient, impossible puzzle. So what does it do? Well, the AI revealed something absolutely stunning. The reconstructed mechanism can successfully predict solar eclipses, showing exactly how they would have looked across the ancient Aegean Sea. The ancient Greeks literally held the cosmos in their hands. Resurrecting this 2,000-year-old computer leaves us with this one final fascinating thought. This mystery was sitting there for over a century, just waiting for the right tool to come along and solve it.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other ancient secrets are out there, just waiting for the right AI to come along and unlock them?